Yo, I'm here with Don Suave. You know what I mean? Welcome to AMA.
Appreciate it.
You know what I mean? You are our second interview. And pretty much I give you the premise of how AMA works, which is pretty much ask me anything.
Okay.
We have random questions in a top secret security case. And what the questions are very random. And we're pretty much going to pick a question out. And we're going to answer the question as they come and pretty much just draw our conversation off the question. Okay. Trying to make it as fluid and as candid as possible. If there's a question you feel as though you can't answer, I think I'll get a good read off of that and we'll be able to play off of it. You know what I mean? But let's just have some fun, have a good conversation. There's some tough questions in there, I'm telling you.
Yeah?
Yeah, they are. All right, so let's go ahead and jump right into
so
the
I pick, you pick how
we're gonna mix it up. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I'm not sure how many questions we're gonna get into, but we're just gonna have a good time, good conversation, and see how it plays out. You'll pick some. We'll have a place where we'll pick back and forth. I'm not gonna be answering any questions. I'm just gonna be having a conversation with you to help you through the questions.
Gotcha.
Okay.
To pull out the truth.
Not even to pull out the truth, but just to make sure that we're having a great conversation.
Okay.
Conversation.
Gotcha.
So I'm jumping right in, grabbing the first question off the bat. You ready?
Sure. You ready?
Drum roll. Oh man, have you ever had a crush on a teacher and did you pass their class?
Have I had a crush on a teacher?
It seems like a big question. It also can be kind of loaded, you know what I mean?
I had a little, maybe it's a little attraction, but
a little attraction, not really a crush.
I wouldn't say a crush.
Okay.
But
what grade level was this? Your teacher?
We're talking middle school.
Middle school. I mean, it's nothing wrong with middle school. You're just starting to find out about girls. You liking girls, and you see a teacher that catch your eye, kind of make you stay focused as well, right? What you think?
Yeah, I think. Well, first of all, I definitely passed the class.
That's what it is.
It was definitely adequate motivation to do that.
Okay.
But yeah, I didn't really make no moves on her. I don't.
Yeah, I think as a kid, it's not. It's kind of it's not the best move to make.
But looking back, if I seen her today,
you'll talk to her.
It'd be something different. It'd be a little different.
So if you saw that same teacher today, you tell me you'd be like, yo, hey, I'm grown up now.
She'd probably be a little more grown up too, but I'd probably.
You'll
I had to say something. I said, back in the day, man,
I had a crush.
If I'd knew better, I'd do better.
Okay. That's all that matters. I think
I forget her name.
Hey, when you see her, you'll know who she is, right?
Maybe.
If she maintained everything.
There was another teacher.
Okay. More than one teacher.
There was another one.
Dang. More than one crush.
Yeah. She was alright. I'm not gonna give her that. She was alright.
Me, I had a crush on my 5th grade teacher. I'm not gonna lie. She was from New Jersey.
Yeah.
I'm not going to drop her name out there. I know her name. She was an excellent teacher. I had a lot of great teachers in my time, but she actually got me to the point where I knew I wanted to focus on school and be smart.
Okay.
She saw school past the point of school and made it good for me to learn.
So she made an impression on you?
She made a great impression on me, and that's why I value education.
So it was more than physical?
It wasn't necessarily physical. It was just a great connection.
Yeah. Okay.
As a student teacher, like, man, if I find a woman in my future, I hope she's like that.
Yeah.
So we'll go to the next question. First question wasn't that bad, right? Not a bad icebreaker.
No, not bad.
We got some tough ones in there now. In there.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Second question. Ooh, this is a good one. I think this is more in the realm of where you are as far as consciousness. What's the last dream you can remember?
Oh, man.
It's a good one, right?
It's a tough one because I don't remember a lot of.
Yeah, but the last one.
The last dream, man. I should have wrote it down. That I can remember. I did something wild.
Okay.
I probably. Yeah, man. That's a really tough question because I don't remember my dreams.
No, you don't remember any of them. Not even one from when you were like 5.
I get the gist of them. But then I forget.
So, okay, as far as dreams, how would you tie in? This is off the cuff question, tie into dreams to stay on track with dreams. How would you relate dreams to reality?
Well, dreams, most of the ones that I have are kind of, it's almost like an alternate reality, right?
Okay.
Like things happen. I had these emotional reactions in the dream.
Okay.
And then I wake up and it's like it wasn't real. I don't know. Did it happen? Did it not happen?
Right.
So I think those kind of dreams, they're weird. They're like alternate reality. I'm not sure whether I want it to happen.
But they're tied into your real emotions.
They create real emotions.
Create real, okay.
Yeah.
Which makes the comparison of reality versus dream.
Right, and sometimes even that real emotion will carry over to real life.
That's good.
Not knowing it came from a dream.
And that's the manifestation of a dream, which makes dreams possible. So I think even with you not remembering your last dream, the tying in the concept of your dreams lets me know as well that the emotion is real. Dreams are real.
Right. They are.
And I'm trusting you're following yours. So I'll let you pick the next question. I'll let you pick the next one. Yeah, just don't try to read them while you're picking them up.
Let's see what we got right here.
Let me see.
Oh, you got it.
I'm asking the questions. You just picked, so it's your luck of the draw.
Getting ahead of the game.
Oh man, this is a great question as well. What are some of your goals for the next 5 years?
Wow. Well,
you don't have to give all your tricks of the trade, just a couple of them. What you got planned and what do you expect to see in the next 5?
If I put out a couple of them, it's a lot of pressure. So, but let me see.
Let's see what you got.
One, plan to do a lot of travel.
Travel's good.
Specifically, living abroad for long periods of time.
Okay.
Another thing is have either write, produce, or perform a record on the Billboard charts, specifically top 3.
Top 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
that's a good specific.
That's putting that out there. That's big.
That's big. I want to be a part of that. I'm just letting you know. Just a heads up. I want to be a part of that top 3. Billboard. At least some Vinnie Boi was here.
I can dig it.
Just something.
For sure.
Because I mean, Billboard's big, man. You look at the artists that have been a part of Billboard. It's proven over time in history that those are the timeless records.
Yep.
Timeless records.
Yep. And the big thing for me is Billboard. When you get to that. Not top 100. When you get to like top 10 and then the top 5,
right?
That's recurring revenue for the rest of your life.
Forever.
Because those royalties, the number one hits are played. Yeah.
Timeless.
That's once you have one, you kind of, and that's all I
solidified.
Really need.
You need to be solid.
Yeah.
Cool. That wasn't a bad question. I think I'm gonna go ahead and pick the next one. Hoping I got the hot hand. I don't want to ask you something good.
Yeah, you asked me about teachers and stuff.
Pick right there. See what we got. Woo. Okay. Vodka or whiskey?
Man. Definitely not vodka, so I'm going to go whiskey.
Go whiskey.
Yeah.
Okay. Go whiskey. I think that was a good answer. I'm going to go ahead and jump into another one. I think that was a good one. Now I don't want to go into
straightforward.
I don't want to go into details.
Not
on the vodka and whiskey. I think people can decipher the difference. Your personality says, I think I can see why you would say whiskey over vodka. How would you drink your whiskey? How about that? How would you drink your whiskey?
Oh, on the rocks.
On the rocks.
Yeah.
And why is that? Enlighten people why you would drink it on the rocks.
Well, if it's good it's gonna taste different as the ice melts, and I kind of like that.
Okay. So you like the flavor palette throughout the course of a drink on the rocks versus not.
Right.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Vodka is just garbage.
Oh man. Some people like vodka.
Garbage.
Man.
Yeah,
Vodka can provide a good turn up sometimes.
I used to like it, but
now
you can't drink it straight. It's horrible. And if you can't drink it straight, you can Tito's. You can mix.
Okay.
That's good vodka.
But I know they got some good vodka out there. I ain't gonna drop no names, but I know somebody that can't stop and won't stop got some pretty decent vodka.
But that don't even taste good.
I don't know. I like it. I think the process of how it's distilled by grapes makes it so much more smoother.
Sounds good.
It sounds good. It tastes good. It's proven. Like you said, it's one of those timeless things. Not Billboard, but still timeless.
Yeah.
All right. We got the other question.
Okay.
If you could clone someone, who would it be and why?
Man, dead or alive?
If you can clone someone, who would it be and why?
If I could clone someone, all right, outside of me, man,
Prince. Wow.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna have to ask why on that one, because Prince is a great time. Like Thomas artist, you're talking about Billboard, talking about hits upon hits.
Yeah.
His story alone. I mean, that supersedes the music itself, So I'm curious to know why Prince.
Yeah, because he's well, for one, he died before I met him.
Okay. So makes sense.
That's kind of selfish. And then he was doing some things in the music industry that were pretty much changing the game. So it would be nice to see that kind of play out, and then me meet him, and then he's had a big influence on me and my music. Because my mom loved him.
Okay.
So I pretty much grew up
listening to him.
Yeah.
That's
so
the way it works.
Just made a big influence.
Sunday morning, cleaning, something's playing. At least in my house, that's how it was. Sunday morning, you had to clean or something. Whatever your mom was listening, you had no control over the radio at that point in time. Whatever mom's plays, what you had to listen to.
Yeah. Those memories for me growing up were my mom like getting back from a show,
right?
And up late at night, she's like drinking, I'm not drinking, but it's blasting.
Right, so the experience, she carried over the experience.
Yeah, and I couldn't escape it. So
I'm glad you weren't able to escape it. You're a great music mind, and it definitely reflects. So definitely, mom's influence in the music and Prince being cloned. Hopefully, bits and parts of what you learn over time trickles down to some of the things you do. So Prince is still alive, right? Yeah, maybe.
I wish.
All right, we wish. In metaphysical.
Yeah. Of course.
So let's go to another one.
All right.
I'll let you pick the next one. I'm gonna pick this one. You pick the next one.
Okay. You got the hot hand.
Ooh. It's a good one. So we got the blank one.
It's the blank.
So what the blank is pretty much you hold on to this until the end of the interview.
Okay.
At the end of the interview, you're going to write down a question yourself, and you're going to toss that in. It's going to be mixed in with the pal and be put into something else for someone else to answer at some other point in time. So you'll be a contributing factor to the mystery questions.
Okay.
Cool.
Start thinking now, yeah.
So that counts as technically one of your questions, but you dodged a bullet on answering it, so you get to ask a question for someone else to answer at some other point in time.
Okay.
Cool?
Okay.
So that's one question down. We're going to go into maybe about 2 or 3 more. You go ahead and pick this one.
Let's get this one. This one was calling your name.
Oh, man. Let's see. He wanted it to open itself. It must be a hot one.
Yeah, that was calling your name.
Ooh. What would make you cheat? Huh. I told you they get rough. You picked that one yourself now. What would make you cheat?
Man, that's I need some context with that. I mean, if she cheated.
If she cheated.
And I'm still there.
Right.
But I need It's a good question.
Okay.
It's a good question.
Good question. So if she did, that's bottom line. That's grounds for you to cheat. I mean, that's just a good answer.
But it probably won't even be cheating because I'll be gone.
You'll be done with the relationship, so technically it's not cheating.
So
you're not a cheater, pretty much. Is that what you're trying? I'm trying to understand. Like, I like the answer you gave, but you started going a little bit more deeper into it.
I'm not gonna be political.
If she cheated, you would cheat. I like that answer.
It would, but it wouldn't be like that. It wouldn't be like Nick Finac, I gotta get it back.
Tit for tat. Like, it's over. I'm on to the next.
Yeah, it'd be a wrap, pretty much.
Okay. Then you wouldn't cheat. I mean, I think you're a respectable man. I think it makes sense.
But I'm not gonna say I haven't.
Hey, no, I didn't. That wasn't the question. That wasn't the question. You know what I mean? What would make you cheat? You know, and if you think you ever get back to that point, now I feel bad for the woman that makes you push that. You would probably really love her if you did.
Probably.
When I say love her and did, meaning you would stay in that relationship and still try to make it work after you.
There's a once in a lifetime situation.
Okay.
Like say I'm in another country somewhere.
Okay.
And some things that, a memory that will probably I won't be able to recreate.
I'm going to end that question on that. Let's go ahead and go for the next one.
We're keeping it real, man.
And we are, but at the same time, I don't want to be there if I'm still part of your life and you enter a situation where you need to cherish for the rest of your life.
The goal is to do all those while I'm single.
Understand.
And then take care of that.
Understand. So I think we're going to probably pull like maybe 2 more. Okay. This will be the one I'll let you pull the last.
Okay.
All right. What's a song you wish you produced or were a part of? It's kind of amazing how that question came up, right?
Man, yeah.
It's fitting.
Because I was thinking about this a while ago. Or somebody asked me, but one of them is All of the Lights by Kanye.
All of the Lights. What part of that song would you wish you were a part of? The entire process, the production, the lyric?
I produced it.
The whole track. I mean, from set up the studio experience. I'm not just talking about making the beat. I'm talking about...
Yeah, I know. Producing the record.
Setting the room up, getting everybody in the same place at the same time.
Yeah, because we're talking about... was Kanye, Rihanna, Elton John, The Dream, Kid Cudi.
There's probably some flies on the wall. There's probably
Charlie
some flies
Wilson.
on the wall we don't know about as well.
Charlie Wilson. Yeah, it's just so many people on that record.
Right.
That you don't really know that they're there.
Right.
But they make it what it is.
Right.
And
right.
without each one of them, it doesn't. The song's not.
It's not the real deal. It's not it. Okay.
And Alicia Keys, like, to be able to produce a song like that, like I
by yourself, just like not even by yourself, but being able to bring that energy together and make a song that embodies what that song did for you.
Exactly.
You can do it.
Exactly.
You can do it.
And that's what I enjoy the most about producing, is about bringing a bunch of different pieces together.
Okay.
One of the favorite songs I ever did is like, I got like 6 people on it.
Right. But it makes a monster.
And yeah, and it was like, I feel like it's the
best product.
The best product I ever made. So
I'm with it.
It's a good question. I like that.
Definitely. Well, I appreciate the answers. It definitely, I think it gives beat makers or young up and coming producers an idea of how to really produce, or the best way, not the best way, but how the greats have produced great timeless songs. So you could have a possibility of being on that Billboard top 3 chart. There should be goals.
There was an interview I watched with Quincy Jones where I don't know whether it was Quincy Jones himself was giving it, but basically someone walked into his office.
Right.
It was around the time with Thriller, when they were making Thriller.
Right.
And he was basically just going through his Rolodex of like numbers and business cards and stuff. And the guy walked in, he was like, "Yo, you've been here for all this, like, what are you doing?"
Right.
He was like, "I'm producing." Right. Producing is bringing the talent, first of all, having an ear for it.
Right.
And then having the resources to bring the right talent together to make the perfect record. And that's where he didn't make all the beats. He didn't like compose
just bringing everything together.
He got all the pieces together. The violinists. He had guys back then with the equivalent of today's Fruity Loops.
Right.
Making those beats.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
With instruments.
No, yeah, it was electronic.
Oh, all electronic.
Like back then.
Nice.
That's what they were using back then to make those tracks.
Nice.
So I learned a lot from that, and then seeing what like what Kanye does. Like Kanye, he basically brings people that wouldn't normally work together to make a record that's hot.
Yeah.
Like Rihanna and Paul McCartney, right?
Yeah. I agree.
So that's the difference between producing and making a track. Because you can find a track
anywhere. All right, cool. Great answer. Again, last question of Don Suave on AMA.
Clutch, Kobe.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's pick the last one. Let's see what you got.
Hopefully this one don't break me. Let me get on this side. We ain't been on this side yet.
All right, pick one. Let's see. Last question on the AMA with Don Suave. Let's see what he picked out. Ooh. What's your vice? What is your vice?
That's a good question. Because that changes. It changes.
Huh.
From time to time.
So if you had to pick one right now, that's your vice right now. Not past vice, not future vice. What is your vice? Right now, as we sit here and talking, what do you feel as though that is?
Maybe solitude?
Solitude. Wow. Solitude sometimes can be a bad vice. It can keep you focused.
Can be,
but sometimes it can be what? What do you feel as though the bad part of your vice is?
The bad part is just being disconnected, not interacting with people.
Okay.
Because especially, I don't have a 9 to 5 that's traditional, so I don't have a workplace, I don't have coworkers, so you get you gotta just go out of your way to actually talk to people. So that's like the bad part.
No, man. Sometimes they say, man, keep your circle small. I think sometimes small circles allow you to strategize and find solitude. Sometimes people can't find that time to themselves or have that time to themselves. I think it's the good with the bad, you know.
But the good part is like
focus.
I get to come up with dope shit.
And focus, be focused.
And not be, you know, like sometimes you need to think about one thing for a long period of time without interruption.
Right.
To kind of bring it to fruition.
Okay.
So yeah, I guess right now that's what it is. It's been many things in the past, but that's the one. Kind of right now.
Well, cool, man. I appreciate you sitting down with us. Lost Generation, you know what I mean? AMA series, Ask Me Anything. It's been a great interview. If you had anything you wanted to say to the people, to tell them and let them know who you are and what it is that you do, or maybe where they can find you, what would you say? Like, what would you tell the people? I mean, you probably can look into one of these cameras directly here and let them know who you are.
Once again, it's Don Suave. Honored to be here, getting interviewed. Ask Me Anything with Vinnie Boi. Producer, entrepreneur. Got a few projects going on, but you hit me up on I Am Don Suave. That's Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. I just got a lot going on, but
those are the areas to reach you.
Pretty much you can hit me and follow me and hit me up and say where you found me and say what's up.
Nice. Well, thank you for joining us.
Hey,
I'm going to hand you a pen as well so you can write down your question and add it to the mix.
Okay.
That's a wrap, bro.